Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, still in Luggen at the summer house, reviewing some beers that I brought along. Picked up some stuff from the cellar that I thought we should crack now because I've had this in my cellar for quite a while. Because, I think I got this in maybe 19 when it was released, a few months into the release, or maybe it was 20. I don't know. But this is a 19 vintage bottle of Founder's Frangelic Mountain Brown. Got this one on Beerdome, so thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer. If you don't know this beer, Frangelic Mountain Brown is an Imperial brown ale that they do at Founders. The regular one is called Sumatra Mountain Brown, which is actually a really good brown ale. Like, brown ale is not exactly my favorite style. At the amusement park today, I actually ended up getting a brown ale just to try it. I was like, it confirmed to me why I just don't like brown ales too much. But maybe it's also because it was a macro brown ale. But Imperial brown ales with coffee, on the other hand, could be really freaking good. Prairie does some really awesome ones. Oaky and coffee oaky. Oaky is just bourbon barrel aged and it's imperialized. Imperial brown ale also can work for me. But they do the Sumatra Mountain Brown, which is really nice, and then they do the Underground Mountain Brown, which is part of the Barrel series, which is really good. That was a surprisingly great beer. But this is the Frangelic Mountain Brown, which is with hazelnut coffee. So they take the brown ale they do for Sumatra Brown and the coffee edition, but then they use a hazelnut coffee. It says here on the back it's got hazelnut coffee persuasions. So I don't know if they use actual hazelnuts in here or they use like a hazelnut coffee. You can get like coffees that are flavored, so it could be that that's the case. I'm not entirely sure, but let's dive in here and check it out. So pours a brown color. It's a brown ale. Of course it's brown, but yeah, it looks nice in the glass. It's got a little bit of a mahogany kind of hue to it as well, and a nice off-whitish beige head. Let's check out the aroma. Ooh, yeah, it's got big-time hazelnut flavoring. It almost reminds me of, like, a Noah treatment. Like Noah by Omnipollo. Like, so much hazelnut flavoring. I was actually, from a distance, smelling a bit of oxidation, like a bit of sherry port vibes, but coming closer to the glass, there's not a lot at all. But I think it's because the extract in there really dominates. It kind of smells like the hazelnut syrup you pump out at Starbucks, pretty much. The coffee is still there, surprisingly, after this long in the bottle. But it's hard to pick out, like, the coffee nuances. It's like nutty coffee because of the hazelnut extract in there. And beneath that, there's like a little bit of brown sugar, like a crusty kind of, almost like pie crust thing. Like brown bread. It smells pretty good, considering the age. It's not like off-putting, crazy, fake-smelling like some pastry stouts are. It still smells like a brown ale. But yeah, it smells decent. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Thanks to Beerdome for the beer. It's all right. I think this is really inoffensive beer. I think this is, and for 9%, it's drinking crazy good. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that, but 9% ABV. If you're a lover of brown ale, I think this is going to be really your jam. It's like, with the age, it's really mellowed a lot, so it's not like crazy forward with coffee. The hazelnut extract is there, but there's still a good amount of malt flavor, which I love. Like, there's a lot of like toasty, bready, biscuity malt. And caramelly and nutty and like brown bread. Loads of that. But the hazelnut flavor, like, it transitions into coffee, and it tastes like, as they say on the bottle, which they set out to make, hazelnut coffee. It tastes more like that than actually like this like straight coffee. It's a bit thin, actually, though. Like, I remember it being a bit richer. It's like, it's not like crazy thin, but it's just like, it's not like rich in any shape or form. It makes it a bit drinkable, but for a 9% beer, it's a bit thin, I feel like. And it's got a bit of warmth going down, but it is, considering the age and everything, a surprisingly tasty brown ale, even though it's a style I usually don't like too much. But as I said in the beginning, when it's with coffee and stuff, I can sometimes dig it. Quite all right. What are we going to give this? I don't know. It's definitely not as good as Underground Mountain Brown. That was so dope. That was like a 94. I think there is a little bit of oxidation in this going as well. There is a little bit of that kind of oxidized sherry vibe, but it's like super slight and maybe slightly papery. Slightly, but it's not a lot. That's some of the flavors you get from oxidation when a beer sits for a while in your cellar. And sometimes it can be walnut, sometimes it can't. You know, it depends on the beer. And I'm almost 100% sure that this is not bottle conditioned, so it's not really going to develop too much in terms of yeast flavors or just like being a live beer. It's probably also pasteurized, so it's pretty much dead beer. But oxidation will happen pretty much no matter what. And it changes the flavor of the beer. And it changes the flavor of this one a little bit, but not to the bad side. I don't know. I think it's all right. It's like a 3.75 on Untappd for me, maybe. Something like that. Like, maybe high. Maybe it would be a straight 90 if it was fresh, but I think like 87 now. It's pretty decent beer, but I didn't expect to be wild or anything. It's like, if you love brown ale, you're going to love this. If you love coffee, you're going to like it. If you like hazelnut kind of squished into your coffee with hazelnut syrup, you're going to like this too. It's all right, and it's dirt cheap compared to a lot of other craft beers. But also, Founders is huge. It's a massive brewery, and part of it is owned by, is it San Miguel, I think? So, yeah, I'd say it's worth a shot if you want to pick it up. Don't go seek it out, but maybe it's better fresh. Guys, if you've had it fresh, let me know. So, yeah, check this one out if you want, you know. A soft recommendation from here. I don't even think they have this on Beerdome anymore, but still check out Beerdome. Link for the shop down below. If you guys had a chance to try this, let me know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future videos. And yeah, I'm gonna say cheers in some hazelnut coffee brown ale, Imperial brown ale. There we go. Cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.